What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Genetic Canvas. This week, we're going to be covering the Enchi mutation with a panel of guests, and we appreciate your patience as we were handling some technical difficulties, getting everybody kind of situated for the episode. We did lose one of our guests, Vinny at Bone Daddy. He may pop back in later on, but he was having the worst issues out of all of them, so shout out to Vinny for trying to make it on. Hopefully he can make it back for the episode later in the episode. But if not, we appreciate you coming out and trying to jump on. And make sure you guys are going over and checking out his social medias and his Morph Market, because he's definitely working some amazing projects that we were going to get to showcase today. So this week, like I said, we're working on the Enchi mutation. Enchi was founded around the early 2000s and proven over in Sweden by Sweeballs. And that mutation eventually made its way into the US. I think it took a couple of years, actually. And it didn't really grab much of my attention until they got it into the Stinger Bee and um, the Enchi pinstripe and the Enchi spinner, Mojave Enchi, and then when Ralph Davis eventually got it into the lesser Enchi, that really blew my mind away. But nowadays, we get to see its influence in tons of crazy stacked combos, and that's what we really need to dive into, is how we identify Enchi in these combinations that are harder to see it in. So we're going to work our way through some different genetics and projects with our guest tonight and see if we can help anybody that has a tough time seeing it in these combos, and also just show off some amazing inspirational animals for everybody to maybe want projects more, because as we know, it's one of the less desirable mutations to add into projects, because it is a reducing mutation that really blows up patterns and takes away busyness. And we're definitely going to be able to see both sides of the spectrum tonight, and I'm excited for that. But joining us tonight is Jim with Ectothermic Dungeons, because Tyler had something come up, and we are going to welcome Jim for the episode as our co-host tonight.
What's going on, everybody?
Thank you for joining tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Anytime I can, happy to help. I'm the new Tyler Toxic. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you look a little bit cleaned up there.
A little bit older, a little bit cleaned up. You know, it's amazing what a good shave does.
Heck yeah, you definitely look a lot younger. So
Wow.
I definitely wanted to see if you would come and co-host the episode, because you have been producing some really amazing NG combos that we would like to have you showcase at the end of the episode, after our guests obviously get through theirs.
Yeah,
But
sure. Yeah, I
amazing
mean, if
work
we
that
got
you're doing
time,
over there.
I mean, it was kind of last second for us, but like I can run and grab some stuff, and we can look at some things. So yeah, happy to do it.
Heck yeah. So you got some merch on there. I know you're showing it off. What do you got?
Yeah, little old school Justin. Let me get over here. Justin
Throwback.
Kabelka T-shirt, 2017, 2018 ish. Kind of surprised it's still holding good. Yeah, there we go. Still looking good. And then we did a new hat for ourselves here as well. A little ectothermic dungeon on the front with a two-tone color.
Heck
So
yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
always got my own stuff on. So
And that's a raised emblem on that hat?
it's an embroidered.
Embroidered, yeah.
So it's
Okay. Super nice.
yeah, Richardson trucker's cap, just nice embroidery. Yeah, it works.
Heck yeah. So up top tonight, I'm rocking out with the Husbandry Pro hat, because I am an affiliate of Husbandry Pro. If you are interested in checking out their software, or you have an old account that hasn't been used in over 6 months, use code SELECTIVE60 for a 60-day free trial. And a special announcement tonight is we are now affiliates with Redline Shipping officially.
Sweet.
So shout out to Robin and the crew over there. And if you want to save an immense discount on 2 shipping labels, use code selective65, and that's going to give you your biggest discount that you've ever seen on a Redline label
Mm,
retail market package. So
that's awesome, Joe.
5% off 2 labels using code selective65.
Yeah, thanks, Robin.
Shout out
That's great.
to Rob.
That's fantastic. And good for you guys. Yeah, nice.
Heck yeah. So super proud to be on board with Redline. I call them the Redline response team because in the rare instances that I've had issues with my package, I've reached out over the phone line that you can find right on their website, and I've gotten a hold of their team within minutes. I call them the Redline response team because they had multiple trace teams through FedEx on my package within an hour giving me calls back and updates. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's
And that was
awesome.
an animal that if I would have lost, one of my projects would have been very, very severely hurt. So
Yeah, I mean, some of
definitely,
those animals, you put that purchase out there, and it's the key for where you're going, and like if you don't get it, like you're either making it yourself in 2 or 3 years, or you're going back to the drawing board. So yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome. I've heard they have amazing, amazing customer service.
Yeah, and I would say 100% if I would have lost that male, I probably would not be able to replace him genetically for multiple years. And that's
Yeah,
from looking at buying from another breeder. So
yeah.
shout out to Redline for always keeping my animals safe. And shout out to the customers who are receiving Redline packages tomorrow. We appreciate you guys. And check out Jim's Morph Market page because he's been uploading some fire over there.
Oh,
Shout
look
out
at
to Jim.
that.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm
Got that
out.
hat. But yeah, he's been dropping some fire. Actually, talk about some of those uploads that you've put up recently.
Yeah, I mean, a fair bit of just adder stuff. We when we go at a project, I try to do just some pairings to see like its worth. And adder looked interesting. We got into it. We started making some things. And then when I felt like it was going to have legs in multiple avenues, we just went into like making hets and trying to make visuals at the same time and growing stuff up. But I mean, you always hit speed bumps. Like the initial male we got was awful, like an awful breeder. Like
Yeah.
you put him in a tub and he just goes hides in the corner and he'll either breed or he won't. And then it depended on which day it was and if it was the right temperature and the humidity was up or down. Like he was all over it was ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I
You
mean
didn't
the
really
first
pick up on a pattern with that one.
yeah, not I mean it was I was just brutal. It's just the way he is. So some deficits in the beginning of the project, but what we're starting to post is a lot of those hets that are just going to have a lot of legs. And what I'm excited about is this. Just this week, we have the first lock from our Adder Bang Het Pied.
Ooh,
So yes, a great combo. However, what I'm more excited about is the Adder Pieds that could come from those locks because those have not been made yet. On the ground, from some of the videos we've done here, we have the Adder Try and the Adder Clown stuff that you guys have seen.
yeah.
So Adder Pied will be huge. That's hopefully this season be something else new that we can
Yeah.
put
Who
our eyes
knows
on
what
that
that's
Adder's
going
going to
to do?
do. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, and I feel like a lot of people are more hesitant about putting new mutations into Pied. Um, So it's going to be real interesting with the adder for sure because and you took the direction with the adder of making hets simply out of necessity at that point because you look at the market, there are none.
You can still go look at the market. I think
Yeah,
other than what I have posted on Morph Market, there's not any hets available. At
yeah,
least that there wasn't anything that I've seen. So, uh, you know, I from the bit that I've seen, I think it's going to be massive and puzzle. It's going to be
And it's going to
uh,
be massive to get in right now to these projects at
yeah.
this base level. So definitely check those out.
Yeah, I mean, I think once I think the puzzle will be the telltale. I mean, really, where everything is measured by clown.
Yeah,
I think for adder, the measurement will be by puzzle, and I think it's going to be ridiculous. So, um, I
good
don't
luck
know.
with
We'll
that,
see.
man.
We'll see. Thanks. Yeah, we've got a fair bit of them on the ground. I've picked what I want. We're going to grow them up and just kind of go at it and see what happens. So,
I'm personally really, really interested in that adder tri-stripe stuff after seeing it.
yeah,
And
I
of
mean,
course the adder puzzle direction, but we haven't seen it yet. So,
right. So it's
but
all up in
amazing
the air. But when
directions,
you look
man.
at,
Amazing work.
yeah, you look at what it does between the side belly and the dorsal. I mean, I think it's a complete train wreck putting the tri-stripe dorsal into a puzzle dorsal. So right. So I think they're just going to come together and they're just going to go boom.
For
But
sure.
I could be wrong. We'll see.
If anybody missed last week's episode, make sure you guys go back because we had Bull Python on for a sponsor showcase, and we really took a dive into all of his projects and some of the amazing animals that he hides in his racks that don't get to be shown very much on camera. A lot of adult snakes and tons of babies that he's hatching out. So definitely catch last week's episode and subscribe to the network if you're not already a member because there's a new episode, a new show every single day of the week. And you definitely want to find one. But what about Saturday? Oh, yeah. New sports show starting on Saturday. Hell yeah. Okay, so I got the deets now. It's going to be The Prophet Wiz and Dave Levison dropping the sports on Saturdays. And what time is that at? 12 o'clock noon. So definitely tune in for the new show dropping on the Whiskey Bomb Network.
Busy
Man,
boys
what's
burning
that,
it
up
at
to
both
like
ends.
17 now? 18? 17. Heck yeah. Shout out to the network, man. Shout out to the Prophet driving us to do better. Always, supporting us and making sure that we're on the ball, man. Definitely pushes us forward and helps us all grow as a network and a community. Shout out
It
to you
will be a nation before long.
for sure.
Just saying.
So another couple quick little updates before we get into this episode. The meat of everything. Next Hair Down Friday, not this Friday, but next Hair Down Friday, my son is going to be cutting his first clutch. So we're gonna actually do that on the Hair Down next Friday.
That's crazy. That's
So
cool.
definitely tune in.
What
Uh,
so
that,
so what is the pairing for
so it
the first
was
clutch?
It was my vanilla disco, spot nose, possible Enchi het clown, and I bred that to my son's very first snake, which was just a het clown female that was possible vanilla redhead. So she's hard to tell. She looks a little bit like both, but we're gonna see when I don't think she's the redhead. I think she's vanilla, but that's why we did the pairing so that way he can get some hopefully like some cream clowns and
It could still
super
be some
vanilla clowns
craziness
and things
coming out
like
of that
that.
stuff.
So definitely gonna be a cool clutch to cut. So
Yeah,
tune in for that to see an 8-year-old's excitement over his first snakes.
for real. That's
and
cool. That's
uh,
awesome.
and then anybody that has been keeping up with me and enjoying the clutch IDs. If you're not familiar, I'm doing these in the Patreon that I created. I'm going down to do new videos this weekend, and we're going to be IDing, I think it's 7 different clutches, and there's about 60 different snakes. So
Hey.
stay tuned for these uploads because these are game-changing clutches. You will see things that won't be shown elsewhere and you will have a chance to reach out and inquire about some of those animals first in line. So definitely some bonuses there for joining the Patreon. And PSA, temperature probe checks, and thermostat output checks. I was doing mine last week, and I had a thermostat set at 87, reading 81, and it said the set point was 81. When I went to change it, it said that my set point was 87. So it was not functioning properly. Had to order a new one before catastrophe set in. That's kind of why you see this rack behind me here emptied out, because didn't want to take no chances there. Do your probe checks, do your thermostat checks. It'll save your investments. But besides that, we are going to get into chat shout outs after these sponsor videos. Make sure you guys watch these videos and check out what they have to offer and use all of the codes that are provided. And we'll be right back.
Banana Bread Royals demonstrates that taking risks leads to incredible rewards. Their work with Hypo is outstanding, and the way they combine it with their Wookiee line is truly unparalleled. The interaction with other genes like Blackhead and Stranger produces breathtaking, one-of-a-kind animals. Be sure to follow them on Morph Market and Instagram. Lindworm Exotics specializes in a multitude of reptiles such as ball pythons, dual boas, coastal rosy boas, and false water cobras, to name a few. They are dedicated to providing the public with well-adjusted animals with superior quality. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. Black Box Reptile Cages should be your go-to for high-quality reptile enclosures and rack systems. They offer versatile hatchling and adult racks that work with both Vision and Freedom Breeder tubs, as well as a wide range of terrestrial, arboreal, and bioactive cages. Located in Beaufort, Georgia, Black Box Reptile Cages offers local pickup as well as ship and freight. Check them out at blackboxcages.com and use code WhiskeyBomb25 for 5% off. Selected Reptiles works with a wide range of genetic combos, including Hypo VPI Xanthic, DG VPI Xanthic, and Zebra, but where they stand out is their work with Monsoon, Monarch, Sunset, and other high-end morphs. In addition to reptiles, they produce premium feeder rodents delivering to Florida, Georgia, and North and South Carolina. Make sure to use promo code WhiskeyBomb5 for 5% off any snake. Check them out on Wolf Market or reach out directly. From fur to feathers, Fuzzy Acres has your feeder needs covered. Whether you're looking for frozen rats, bulk rabbits, or harder to find feeders like quail and guinea pigs, they've got the stock serious keepers rely on. Visit fuzzyacres.com for clean, healthy feeders that are frozen and shipped with care. Remember to use code WhiskeyBomb10 to save 10% on any order, and as always, enjoy free shipping on all orders over $300. Grant and Mary of Rec Room Snakes have been breeding ball pythons and Woma pythons for over a decade. They're staples within the ball python realm, and most notably known for their work with the paint mutation and putting it to multiple codoms and recessives to truly unlock its potential. Please give them a follow on Morph Market to check out their incredible animals, and on Instagram to keep up with their projects.
Hell yeah. Shout out to our network sponsors, and shout out to Keisha for the amazing work that she does putting those advertisements together. And shout out to the chat, man. Let's see who's joining us tonight. There she is, the golden voice herself, the new cat.
Cat. Yep. Her name is Cat.
What did you name?
Her name is Cat, so she's already been named Cat. But she's so
Castle.
That was it.
So where did it come from again?
Our one of our partners that do the rodents with us. They're from their daughter.
Nice. Heck yeah.
The cat needed a place to stay. We needed a cat, so it worked out.
Yeah, our cat.
Look happy.
So our cat's around somewhere, so now he has a friend.
Now we're gonna have to get you on Everyday Keepers.
Already my own episode. All right.
All right, we're out of here.
Appreciate you.
Oh wait, hold on. Wrong one.
So let's get into the chat tonight. We appreciate everybody funneling back into the episode. I know we got a little bit of a late start, but we appreciate everybody jumping in. So we're just going to run through all of you. We got Jim double dipping in the chat first up. Dwight the Pied Man, thanks for coming out tonight. Appreciate you. Jamie in the building. How's it going tonight? Thanks for coming to watch the Enchi episode. Weekend Warrior. And don't forget, if you become a Weekend Warrior, you get a shout out on every episode that we see you in the chats. Free advertisement, almost. Shauna in the building. How's it going tonight? We appreciate you joining us. Sammy in the building, star of the last episode. Make sure you guys check that if you missed my recap earlier on. John, Morph Forge in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to their YouTube channel if you're not already. And if you're catching this replay, make sure you comment hashtag replay gang and don't forget to hit that like button. Weekend Warrior. Snake Man Pat in the building. How's it going, man? Christopher Walker in the building. Jason Phillip. Appreciate you. Talking about my lights or something? Fluorescent.
Oh, I think we were talking about one of the snakes.
Okay.
In other chats.
Mark in the building. Rat Bastard Royals. Appreciate you. Let's see who else we got. Big Double L. Limworm Exotics. Weekend Warrior. We appreciate you.
Hit that mute button.
Don't forget what? Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's see who else we got. We got Spring Creek in the house. Weekend Warrior. We appreciate you. Got John Mission Morphs. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Let's see. Pat. Whoa. John Morforge with a $10 super chat. We appreciate that. Sub in, folks. Worthwhile and supports network wide. A lot of content and hella hard work. We appreciate those kind words. We definitely put in the work over here to bring you some awesome content. We got Jeff in the building. Bald Head Balls. Yeah, blame Wiz. That's what it is. Blame Wiz. We're late.
Hashtag Wiz's fault.
Post Malone in the chats. We appreciate you. And we're going to finish off with Mike Duval in the house. Thank you for joining us tonight. So, everybody that's here and everybody that's tuning in to the replay, I hope you guys are ready for a fun episode with a lot of great people. And we're about to introduce them now. So, first up, coming to join us out of the portal from another dimension, we have Will from Python Portal, and he is going to show us some amazing Enchi combos that he's been hiding over there, because honestly, I haven't seen many of Will's snakes.
Yeah.
How's it going tonight?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good, man. How many snakes about do you have over there?
I'm in the 70s.
70s. Okay. That's a good number. Especially for breeders, you know, you can grow fast at that pace.
Oh yeah.
So for Enchi, is it just before we bring out the other guests, this is the icebreaker. Is it a morph that you like working, or is it a morph that you lessen the work that you have with?
I actually have produced 1 Enchi, which I'll show tonight, but I like Enchi, and I think it can work really well with specific genes, and some you mentioned earlier, and I will show some of those off as well. But I definitely love Enchi. I just don't have enough of it yet.
Heck yeah. Honestly, everybody, that's one thing I did not vet on these guests, is if they were pro Enchi or against Enchi. So we'll see tonight which way that bar swings, because I know a lot of people try to limit the amount of Enchi they're working, but there are a lot of breeders that love what Enchi does in projects. So let's see. Our second guest that we're going to bring out tonight, and everybody saw the preview, but if you're not familiar with them, they have a heart of gold, and it's full of pythons, and so are their rooms, because they are producing tons of amazing stuff. And I'll tell you, I want about at least 10 of their racks just full. Just send them to my house because they're working some amazing projects that we are super excited to have them show off tonight, because Enchi really shines in the directions that they're taking. So let's welcome Bill and Kate from Heart of Python.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Going.
I hate to disappoint Jared, but my Mandarin girl's in shed.
Oh
She's
no, but that's
example.
all right. We'll still get the influence, and we'll still see the what it does through the shed. Is it really deep in blue, or?
Yeah, she's kind of cranky too. She's having her time.
Well, you have plenty of other amazing animals.
It's fine. She's just sitting at 12. So
yeah, she's sitting at 12. She'll be fine.
Oh, not growing. Not was she blocking at least?
you know what?
We haven't paired her yet.
Okay.
Because we're gonna wait till she's building a little bit more.
Gotcha.
She's right at that 1,500 grams. So we'll wait till give her a couple more meals. Get her when she's ready. She's ready. And when she's closer to like 15, we'll start pairing her.
Okay. So same question for you: is Enchi a mutation you work less of or more of?
We have a lot of Enchi.
She says we have too much Enchi.
I love Enchi in its single form. I think sometimes that the super Enchis can be really
it can
be really overpowering.
The brighter, the better. Seriously,
brighter the better.
I work rainbow. I work Mandarin. I mean, I like bright, beautiful snakes.
Lavender.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. And Enchi definitely is an enhancer of the oranges and the yellows naturally, but you have to fight that dirt that it likes to bring over the dorsal. And then it almost has that khaki-ish, greenish color, especially when you hypo it. And I see a lot of people actually trying to take on more of that green expression direction using a lot of Enchi stuff with like mahogany and darker mutations with the hypo and even blackhead and mandarin. One of the greenest snakes that I've seen, like it wasn't a true green obviously, but that hue of green that you get from the hypo overtaking like that Enchi pattern, or even like the honeybee back in the day kind of has that green highlighter look to it, was a blackhead hypo and our mandarin Enchi. That thing, the alien heads were completely fluorescent green, like, and then inside of the blushing was just this burnt brick red orange that I couldn't describe it any other way. But
I don't know, Jared. It sounds like you really like Enchi.
Yeah.
I mean, from all that description, it sounds like you're fired up, bro.
I definitely like the influences that Enchi brings into color, especially in hypos. And one of my females that I have is a orange stream Enchi calico hypo for that reason. So I don't have much of it, but I do like it in certain directions. Kind of like Will was saying, it works really well in some stuff.
Yeah,
I agree.
So I'm excited to see and showcase all those secret directions that you have in those racks. But we have Vinny backstage. He was able to make it work, and let's welcome him out to the stage and see if his audio is good. But if you don't know Vinny, he's Vinny with Bone Daddy Serpents, or is it Reptile? Yeah, Serpents. And he makes some of the best cutting boards in the industry. Are you back on that? Is the audio out? Can you hear me, Vinny?
I haven't turned that laser on in
okay.
quite a while, but that's one of them.
Oh, man.
Oh,
nice.
shoot.
that's nice.
So we're going to have to send in some orders and get that laser fired back up then, because I still need mine.
I mean, if you're taking orders.
We'll do it.
Yeah, I know you went down for a while because your laser had stopped working, and I feel like you didn't. Did you put out any kind of like announcement when you got a new one working?
No, I bought the new one, but then the company I work for sold to another company, and we've been working like 100-hour weeks. Like I haven't had time.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Well, somebody is going to come into your DMs and hit you up now and be like, all right, we need you to get back on it. So, the Enchi, what do you think about it? Is it something that you really like in areas? Is it something that you kind of work away from?
So I have a lot of it. I'm not gonna say I steer away from it, but I'm not upset if I don't hit it throughout like
Mm-hmm.
the whole clutch. You know what I mean? The stuff I'm working, I kind of I don't even know how things are gonna react until the babies come out.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
so it's hit or miss. I'm playing with a lot of things that I really don't know yet. So you know,
Give me one example, if you can, something simple off the top of your head that you want to see that you haven't yet with the Enchi.
oh, I would definitely like to see it in the the one pairing I have going now is the Enchi Butter DG
Mm-hmm.
het hypo het Monarch. I put that to an Enchi triple het hypo Monarch DG.
Oh, wow.
So to
Okay.
hit the Legionnaire on that would be pretty badass, but we'll see.
And I think I haven't seen much Enchi and Monarch. I think we might see some of that tonight, but not to spoil it, we won't say anything about what it looks like until you guys bring it out. Because someone does have Monarch Enchi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll wait to look at it before we talk about it too much. But I'm interested to see it. I haven't personally, I don't remember seeing it yet. But Monarch, in its own ways, has a lot of Enchi. Um, it has a lot of Enchi influences to it already.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm interested to see if it's almost stacks with those influences or if they play against each other or, you know, just something, one of those things that when you put it together, you just don't know what's going to happen because the similarities there. So we got one more guest backstage. Like I said, this is a panel style show. There may even be one more guest that pops in later on midway through. But joining us again, they were on a previous episode. They can remind us which one. It's been a while. But it was the VPI Xanthic or the Banana episode, one of those two. But they have an amazing collection of different directions to show off the Enchi in than our other panel of guests. Well, let's welcome Eric from ERS Reptiles. How's it going, Eric?
Hello, everybody.
Can you hear us?
Very held up, but I would like to say, part of the podcast. That's the way to go.
There you go.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I got the shirt for free, so I might as well wear it where it counts. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about this. I definitely have a lot of Enchi, and I know you were asking if we were prone or not. I am definitely pro Enchi. I have it everywhere.
Love the Enchi, yeah.
So,
second question for all of you. We'll just kind of roundhouse it from Will and then go down to Eric and across. Supers. Are you working towards a lot of super combo directions? Start with you, Will.
With Enchi in it, or just supers in
For
general?
Enchi combos.
There's maybe one or two that I'm doing. So I want to put a super Enchi into leopard, and I want to put a super Enchi into some cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. That'll be interesting. But you can't super Enchi cinnamon.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a cinnamon leopard Enchi is what I'm actually shooting for. I'm
Cinnamon
putting those
leopard
two
Enchi.
together.
Yeah, that'll be wicked. I mean, the oranges, because, cinnamon and
shit.
Enchi really brings out that orange, and then leopard wants to mute it all. So that's going to be a good fight to see what wins there.
Yeah, that's... I know.
We do it. I do it all the time. It's just one of those things. It's like you blurt it out and you're like, this sounds cool. But
well, I'm also trying to get a lot of allelics. You know what I mean? So that way I have a lot of allelics that I can just breed to and produce, got
Yeah,
the fire vanilla stuff going on too, and some other stuff. But yeah,
I think allelics are way underrated as far as their power in your breeding plans and your projects, because you can have a super, that's awesome, but when you have an ALS, you're going to get the variety in the babies, not just a guarantee this in every baby, which sometimes you want to guarantee this in every baby. But I think, for me personally, I've taken a direction more towards the ALS supers, so that way I can get a lot of variety in the clutches, but then I'm also making sure that on the other side of the ALS, there's another interactive gene in the complex. So that way I'm guaranteeing one and with a possibility of hitting the other 50-50. And that way you get ALS combos in the offspring as well. So that's really cool. What about you, Eric? The working with Super Enchi.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I pair for Super Enchi. I have a few of them.
Is there any different directions
So I
that
mean,
you
I
might be
enjoy
thinking of?
the Super Enchi stuff. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get it. I'd like to see Super Enchi in some wildness in Krypton. I already have parents, I have babies that we can look at here.
Super
I don't think
Anti-Krypton
I
would
have a
be
Super Enchi
interesting.
Krypton, but I have like a what I believe is a red striped leopard type pairing stuff. So there's Pastel and Fire in the mix and Yellow Belly and stuff. But and then trying to do the ALS, I believe I can show off a cinnamon inchy orange stream pastel pied. I can pull him out in here in a little bit. So I mean,
Good
I
catch,
think
John.
I mean I was I think we can I don't know, I like it. It is overpowering and it does make them bright. And mixed with the right combinations, you can take a lot of that shadowing and that darkness that comes over the back. Uh, at least keep them kind of at a minimum, I'd say, because it doesn't completely eliminate it.
Yeah, yeah. That's really cool. I like that. So I'm ready to get into some snakes. But Vinny, what about your Super Enchi directions? Anything going on with that, or are you sticking away from it?
No, the only Super Enchi I got going this year is due next month. It was a Super Enchi Het Monarch to a Monarch Fire Calico.
Super Enchi Het Monarch, Squirrel Monarch.
Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
got
only
a
Super
commander
Enchi
gang
I
up
have
here on
that's
screen.
thing.
I've renamed the Monarch gang Commander Gang. So
Yeah, you got the
there you
butterfly.
go.
Yep.
A
Yep.
butterfly necklace.
Nice.
Hell yeah. That's bling too.
Oh, please, you stop it because you now own one.
Yeah.
Too funny, too funny.
That's funny.
All right, so let's get Kate, Bill and Kate. Any Super Enchi stuff that you're hoping to hit in a new direction?
I think Super NG Rainbow might look good.
Rainbow.
You're
I
gonna
think I've seen that once.
You said what do you think would look he asked what do you think will look good in Super Enchi? And I think Super Enchi Rainbow will look really nice.
You'll have to hit up my buddy Brandon.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just put it in the video for Patreon. I'll do. He's got a bunch of rainbow. I know he's got a Super Enchi rainbow.
He does. Yeah, I would love to
Yeah.
see.
So I'll send you some pictures and stuff. But yeah, rainbow, definitely an episode coming up soon on the genetic canvas, and it's definitely going to be one that you don't want to miss for amazing snakes. There's a lot of controversy around the rainbow and failure to thrive and viability and all this stuff, but a lot of people are doing work out there and a lot of people are figuring it out. A lot of it, to most breeders' knowledge, was a lot of inbreeding, a lot and a lot and a lot of inbreeding. And a lot of people are trying to get it outcrossed so far out, and it's been getting better. My buddy Brandon has produced, I think, 8 clutches over the past 2 years. He only had 2 clutches that came out of the egg and were failure to thrive, and they were closely related pairings. So he didn't find that out till after the fact when he reached out to the original owner of that collection, those animals, I should say, and then found out they were too closely related. So something that we're definitely going to dive deeper into with some amazing animals. So definitely stay tuned for that. So let's get into the Enchis, though. If anybody who has a single gene Enchi, raise of hands.
We brought up.
I got one.
We brought up a clown.
All right, it looks like Eric is already on it. Grabbing a single
Well,
gene Enchi.
it's not
And
a single
then
gene
grab a
Enchi,
normal to go
but
next to it. We're just going to do a simple comparison for everybody
do
real
I have a
quick.
normal? No. Okay.
Yeah, just
works.
a single gene with a normal. Just in case there's any new keepers that are tuning in or anybody that doesn't even know about genetics yet, we just want to hit that on the head.
That's a pretty fancy light in the background there.
Yeah. Did you get that from Tony? At LC Sign? I'll tell you, his ads are like the funniest.
It's pretty spiffy.
When I order a sign, I'm going to order it from Tony.
A little Instagram logo, a little Morph Market logo.
Yeah, that's cool.
Look up LC Sign on Instagram. LC. I'll send it to you, though.
Whoa.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a busy.
a nice
Normal?
Enchi.
That's
Is it het?
Het clown?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Definitely a busier Enchi.
This is the female that went to that animal that tested negative for clown and cryptic and gave me those crazy babies.
Oh, yeah, that's the one? Oh, okay.
This isn't the one that tested negative. She's the Enchi.
Yeah, she's the het clown. And then
Het
the other
clown,
one,
correct.
yeah. But that whole clutch was Kryptons, and you hit on every single one.
4 of them identical. Enchi fire Kryptons.
And now, if you can bring the sides of the alien heads up closer, just to show off the peppering of the Enchi, that's really significant in an Enchi. It almost resembles like the white speckling of a calico, but they're yellow. It's like the oranges and the yellows bleeding through, and then you just kind of get that pixelated look where the Enchi is allowing them to peek through as they come up. So that's usually one of... What?
It just knocked my beer over. Thank God it was empty.
But that's one of the main indicators you look for in Enchi is that kind of sandy coloration with the orange peeking through and the pixelation kind of look, the grittiness, and then the banded, the alien heads banding over the dorsal a lot, and really fat, wide, patternless, keyholeless alien heads that just want to kind of be big old blocks. And Enchi has been around a long time, so if you're new, there's your rundown.
Morph, that's funny.
So let's get into some of these combos. Let's let Will. You got some snakes nearby, or do you need a minute, Will?
You can give me a second.
Yeah, do a round and grab some things to compare that you want to do, and we'll get Kate to grab one of your simpler combo. Oh, Vinny's already on it.
Oh, there we go.
So, Will, you get ready on deck.
All right.
And we'll roundhouse over to Bill and Kate.
So these snakes are both pastel and butter. This one has Enchi in it. And they're both possible quad heads. Monarch, DG, well, they're definitely DG and G stripe. 66% Monarch and 50% Hypo.
Damn, those are powerful snakes, bro. Congrats.
Sir.
Good work.
But that one has Enchi. You can see
When you put when Ralph Davis first did the Enchi lesser, I mean it's similar to the Enchi butter, but it really just totally transforms that color palette to where you get those almost rusty reds and the blushing and the intense blondish yellows. Of course that's pastel coming through, but it really intensifies all that coloration of the blonding. That's a great comparison too, side by side. Are you ready, Bill or Will? Kate or
Bill,
Bill?
Will, either way.
We can do it.
Yeah.
And we have the Enchi Het Clown too.
All right, that'll be cool.
And there's similar, busy, but that's our most basic one I brought up. Yeah, she's not always nice either, but she's got the head stamp.
The kids named her Bullet.
Nice. So the one thing that you really see here on this Enchi that I didn't point out about the last one, I didn't see it as much, but you really get that fat neck stripe and that fatter dorsal patterning where it really kind of widens everything out going down the back.
Kind of like getting a white without getting bit in the face.
Oh, she doesn't bite.
Yeah, you can juggle her back to her tub. Thank you. Good example there.
And then you said the first. I know we're anxious to show off the Monarch, but the first Enchis to come into the States were part of the Enchi pin, and that's what he is. He's an Enchi pin Monarch.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Oh, wow.
The Monarch almost plays really well into that.
Yeah, he's the father of that Hurricane split clutch that we got.
Oh yeah, that's a really good clutch too. If anybody's interested in getting into some Hurricane Monarch, definitely hit them up. They have some nice animals available. So as far as the Enchi and the pinstripe, I mean, everybody knows, and if you don't know, a pinstripe is a very uniform pattern. It's got a very hardened stripe down the back that doesn't typically have any breaks. If it does, very minimal. And the alien heads on the sides are more typical, like up by her right or left hand. If you show the neck, that's kind of more like your typical pinstripe patterning, where you just get like the alien heads side by side by side. But then as you go down the body, you really see the Enchi starting to band it over and widen everything out. And that's one of the things that I remember falling in love with was the Enchi pinstripe, the Enchi spider, the Enchi spinner. Early on, those were the go-tos. And then you got the Super Enchi and the OD Enchi, and that's where everything really started taking off.
The thing about I like a little bit about the Enchi in the Monarch is that you don't lose the outlining of the alien heads in white. I know that you can't really see it in him because he doesn't really have alien heads, but like how the pattern has that outlining in the white.
Because the Monarch would take that away.
Yeah, and you kind of still you can see it, but it does still even though he's Enchi and pinstripe, he's still really even reduced for that pattern as far as I'm concerned. Like Monarch almost reduces the pattern a little bit more with it.
Yeah, like we were saying, how Monarch kind of has some Enchi influences as far as like the color, and I also think that in a lot of like the het combos I see, it adds that lower end color, kind of like Enchi does.
A little bit, yeah.
It's not as strong, but when you stack it in together, they just kind of blend.
He's a good boy. He's an amazing player too.
How many girls has he been paired with?
He's also the show. He shows the new boys what to do too.
Yeah, we call his nickname is Fabio.
Nice. So explain that for anybody that might be curious, how he teaches the other new guys.
So he's basically, if I put him in a tub with a girl, he
dances.
He'll dance. I have it up on our Instagram, but he dances. He he
There's
shows
a
off.
wave and
He bows
Oh,
his
really?
out. He really shows off for the girls and they like it. So we'll sometimes if we've got a boy that's a little more reluctant, we'll kind of put him and the two boys in with the girl and kind of let him
Yeah.
in the ropes a little bit.
Get a little competition in there too, yeah.
I get a little bit of competition
So
in
that's
there.
interesting though. You've actually observed more of like a courtship
oh
So
yeah.
yeah, it's up
with
on our
that.
Instagram. It's the song. He's sexy and he knows it.
Because I mean, I've seen males. They crawl up and they run their spurs on the female and they run around them, but they never like did like a courtship.
He does all around the bin.
Yeah,
That's
he'll like
crazy.
basically like do the wave with his body again,
Yeah.
from the top to the bottom.
It's so
Like
interesting.
like physically like a worm, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
physically.
put him in our giant. We have a giant bioactive for one of our girls, and he used the entire space.
Yeah.
to do it.
Everyone's wondering like, is he Spider? No, I'm just.
No, Spider. He's not Spider. He does the wave, just like head bobbles.
He doesn't have. Yeah, he's not Spider. We're just kidding.
We're just kidding. We're just gonna head bobble for you now, just to prove
well,
it.
Jared knows how much he loves Spider.
I know, but no, he's not Spider. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. Spider is an old favorite of mine. It's never gonna lose its place in my heart.
No, one of our favorite animals is Spider. She's a sweetheart.
So what do you got there? That one is the one in shed, right?
No, this is the he's our other big breeder. He does an opposite kind of way, but he's a clown.
He's
go ahead.
Enchi Wookiee clown.
Oh, Wookiee. I was wondering what was really widening out the pattern, the flames and everything. That's a cool interaction. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Because Wookiee tends to reduce stuff too much for what I like to work right now. And that interaction there is honestly a match made in heaven. The color palettes ring together nicely. The Enchi overtakes more of the alien head pattern, and the Wookiee mutes it all, but then gives you that gray dusting of the. It's like a gray dusting of the gradients change in the blushing from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, I love how fat that dorsal is, and it just kind of pours off the sides in between the alien heads when you look at it from the top. Yeah, that's nice. I like
and
that.
is that one in shed or no?
No.
Just has that kind of glow to it, like it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Look at this chocolate.
Yeah, it does. It does kind of have like a chocolatey look. But
Now I've seen Wookiee Enchi clown combos with other mutations, but that's the first time I've seen just a simple Enchi Wookiee combo, and I feel like that's a good foundation.
Yeah, I really like him. I like also that he didn't dull very much
as he got bigger,
as he got larger.
And you didn't get any of that dark Enchi kind of dusting coming over the top of the
he's
heads
still
at all.
really solid over the.
Yeah, the Wookiee pulled back a lot of pattern back into it. The Enchi clowns tend to be, relatively reduced. There's a lot of pattern pulled back in there. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually for sale.
Oh, he's on auction now. She's making me get rid of some of my favorite males.
Oh, there you go. If you want a good male on auction.
Yeah.
He's replaced himself.
When did you put him on auction recently? Like how?
Yeah, he's up just now.
I think we put him up today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So keep an eye on that auction, everybody. If you are trying to get into some
he's also a really good
Wookiee.
male. He's locks as well.
Well, he does the opposite. He goes in and he unwinds the girls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Will, let's shoot over to you real quick. I know you're over there juggling a ball fight.
All right. So this is just a cinnamon Enchi girl. This is the one I'm putting to that leopard Enchi.
Oh, wow, yeah. And cinnamon Enchi, if anyone isn't aware, is ALS. So they act like super. When you breed that to anything, you're always going to be producing a cinnamon or an Enchi, and she can never reproduce itself.
And that's the one I goofed up on earlier when I was talking.
That with leopard is definitely going to be cool. Are you going to do anything to try to bring color back through when you get the leopard into it?
Yeah, well, see, my main projects are actually snow and true ghosts, so
the snow is going to work real well, I think.
And then I have, so I know this is a super pastel banana, but I just wanted to kind of show how the pattern is on this.
Oh
How it's
yeah.
all linked up and everything. And then take one copy of the pastel out and add Enchi.
Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of people think that, oh, this banana looks calico, and it's really
Enchi.
pastel and banana, and then anything else interacting with it.
Yeah.
And there was no chance of calico, correct? Just to be clear.
No. Nope.
Yeah, cinnamon puts a lot of white on the side of banana too.
I actually have a super banana, super pastel.
It's a little
too.
washed out. Can you hold it real close?
Yeah.
Just the lighter snakes.
Yeah. Hold on there. Let me see.
Oh yeah. That's really beautiful. I love the pinks that almost surround the white in the banana stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I do have two more I can show real quick. Kind of a comparison thing.
He's just showing off the app.
He's gonna start juggling them like tennis balls here in a minute.
Please don't.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike, you're right. Hurricane does go crazy with Monarch.
There you go. You got a
So
spider.
This is a VP. Yeah, this is a VPI spider. So it kind of takes. So just pretend like it had color, and that's what a spider looks like. And I just want to show you this
to be completely honest, the VPI spider probably ends up being the closest to what it normally would look like.
Yeah. And then now I have this boy up here who has spider in him, but he also has Enchi. So he's a killer bee. He's a killer bee. Enchi Desert Ghost.
Nice.
Nice.
Killer bee Enchi. If you can see his head stuff there.
Yep, it's got the cross.
Spiders have the most amazing head stamps ever. I mean, you can't beat that, to be honest.
I'm going to tell you something.
I didn't come close to
I saw some spider combos that somebody hit recently, and I asked them to save those for the episode because this person they're not slacking on innovation when it comes to spider, and I think a lot of people are going to be like, whoa, I didn't think anything could be done with spider anymore, and I'm
please.
holy crap. There is so much, it's gonna put Spot Nose stuff to shame, honestly. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Shoot me in the foot now, I don't care, but it definitely is amazing.
I mean, for 3 years now, I wanted to do adder spiders, you know what I mean?
I'll say
and really just rip it up, and I'm like, no, what I want to do with all the fallout, though.
The ALS that's involved in the spider combos that I saw that are super innovated was Wookiee spider ALS combinations and mind-blowing stuff that I saw. So hopefully some people get a little excited about it, even though it's not gonna blow the whole freaking industry on its head or anything. It's cool stuff. And I get excited about cool stuff. So
hell yeah.
If it wasn't for spider, most of us wouldn't be here. I promise you.
100%. 60% of the industry wouldn't have even been developed. So or more. 80% of the industry wouldn't have been developed. So shout out to
I appreciate you letting me show it too.
They deserve some love. I love mine. She'll never leave. I don't. We breed her every once in a while, but only whenever she's I don't know.
It's one of those things. It's like any older mutation. That one lesser than others, obviously, but any older mutation, it's like if you're an older breeder, you're gonna go, I'll stay away from that. Work the newer stuff. But let's talk about newer people. They come into this industry. They have the same excitement and the same passion that we did back when the pastel was new. When they see a pastel, because all they're used to is a brown and black snake. And when they see a pastel, they're like, holy crap, a pastel. And then they get into breeding and they hear all these people talking negative about pastel. And they're like, I thought pastel was cool. I guess I should hate it now. Yeah. And that's the problem with our industry in a little way, is influence. Because I know that happens to a lot of newer people where they go, I guess I shouldn't like that, And I think we should change the way we look at things because we might dislike something for our own personal reasons, but let's not put it out there.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, like, do we work this mutation more or less? Because it's really it's really an approach to, are you excited about this mutation, or are you trying to just kind of play around with it and get it out of projects? And if it hits something cool, then it hits something cool, because a lot of breeders that have been around a while kind of think more that way. And I like the newer crowd that's more innovative with these older mutations nowadays.
For sure.
They spark new inspiration into me, into projects, because I'm like, yeah, Enchi, it's one of those things I haven't really, my personal self, I haven't really seen anything that was really like, cool, that's a cool foundation, I could work off of that, until they just pulled out that Wookiee Enchi clown. I'm like, wow, that's simple, but it's manipulative. You can totally take this and throw it in there and change it up, and it could be a new look that you haven't seen before. So like Leopard and Wookiee and Enchi, that alone, has anybody seen just a simple Leopard Enchi Wookiee clown? I don't know. I'd have to look it up and see if it's out there, but I know I haven't seen one off the top of my
Dude,
head.
we are running so fast to make triples and quads that we are leaving so much behind.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody the other day about the market and how everybody is rushing towards this high end, that there's when we do hit these really cool Kodam stacks, it's like, oh, well, we have to sell it for 5 or 7,000 because it's Het Monsoon and Het DG and Het Clown, or, a different combo stack of recessives that makes it multi-$1,000. And everybody wants those combination stacks when they see them, but they're so far out of reach. If there were breeders focused on that middle ground of just producing a bunch of these cool combinations, and innovating backwards is the best terminology for it, because
Yep.
all these people are innovating forwards, and those projects are all up here as far as entry level value, and nobody's leaving this low hanging fruit for people who like those animals but don't want the recessives attached to them necessarily. I feel like there's a big market that's being missed on the sales side, on the production side, of just cool combos that carry one single het, that you don't have to break your arm to buy into a project.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you go on Morph Market, there's so many animals that if you go into the 1 to 5,000 range, they're going to be identical copies of each other with identical hets. And then you might get a little mixture here or there, but it's a lot of the similar stuff, because people are buying byproducts from breeders who are pushing these projects and letting go of the genes that they don't need anymore. So you're buying in, and then you either have to work multi-year directions to add new genes in yourself, or you have to try to produce the animals with the genetics that they've already hit, and then work it a different direction that way.
100%.
So limited availability, that's a big wall that we're running into in these bigger projects. We're going to get around that wall here soon, because there's a lot of breeders working to produce multi-codom, multi-hets, and not really worried too much about the triple visual and double visual over the past 5 years. So we're going to see those benefits over the next decade, and I'm excited for that.
No, I'd agree with that.
So, Vinny, you got some cool snakes waiting to be shown off over there. Let's go through some double, triple Kodam stack combos with the Enchi. And anybody that is wondering, like, when we're going to get to the cool stuff, we're going to get to the cool stuff towards the end. But remember, these first episodes are going to be considered 1.0 episodes, and we will be circling back in the future for 2.0 version episodes with new breeders highlighting different project directions, with updates from breeders on past episodes for the same mutation. So definitely something cool to keep an eye out for. We're going to keep updating the content, different projects, different breeders, different inspirations. It's going to be a never-ending cycle here on the genetic canvas, and new species. We are implementing tons of new species in future episodes, including next week. We are hosting JMG reptiles for a full-blown hognose education episode. So if you are into the hognose and you're like me, you don't know too much about the genetics and what it takes to really breed those properly, tune in next week. What do you got there, Vinny?
This is Enchi. Which one did I grab? Enchi Chocolate, Orange Dream, Double Het Hypo Clown. It's having a bit of a bad shed, but
the Orange Dream really shines through on that.
Yeah. Really
The
does.
chocolate really overtakes
yes.
that Enchi pattern, though.
Yeah.
What do you like about this interaction the most, and what are you going to try to focus on in combos you produce from it?
That orange on the side gut is what I love.
Oh yeah, it's even bleeding through the blacks.
Yes. He's getting a little antsy. Put him down.
Now that thing wrapped around your arm, it looks insane. Holy crap. That is cool.
Yeah.
I've seen
GHI?
similar snakes, but that's a cool one.
This is Enchi Butter DG. Het Hypo, Het Monarch.
What? If I had to wager a bet, I would have said GHI. It's got that smoky look on the sides, although it is just in the alien heads. But
I've got a 1.1 of these. And then let me
that's
grab,
cool.
I have a regular Enchi triple head to pair to these. Oh, that ain't
John said, you need a crane in your snake room.
I do.
You can just spin and just grab them, right? Enchi butter lesser makes green snakes. Yeah. When you get that hypo in there too, you get that extra glow of the green hues.
And then that's just Enchi triple head.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can see the green hues coming
Yep.
out of that snake a lot.
Yeah, especially lower on the belly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And like we're saying, it's not that true green. It's just that highlighter greenish look that bleeds out of the snake, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's interesting that there is almost like a cyclic pattern of the yellow to the green to yellow to green all along the bottom of those animals. Like if he pulled that
Yeah.
back out, that'd be crazy. You know what I mean? Like every other section is either yellow or has that green tone that you're talking about.
So I have a really good
Now,
example here
this
I would
one,
like to show real quick. And it's going to show off a lot of those greens. But this is a super Enchi double het MJ Exanthic piebald.
Whoa.
So
I
super
like that.
Enchi. Let's get his head around here. Super Enchi
Ooh.
really fattens the eye stripes to pinch them together in the center of the head. Really widens the eye bands on the sides. And most of the time it really reduces the pattern to kind of pinch together almost where they're touching, like up here. You get a lot of that almost touching with the super Enchi stuff. But the top, the dorsal on a super Enchi is undeniable. Every single
Yeah.
head wants to band over on a super Enchi. And that coloration is just crazy. I mean, you can kind of see the green hue wanting to come off, but the blacks just bleed down into that. It's almost like a lavender in person, this coloration down here. It's almost like a lavender, but really beautiful example of just a super Enchi.
Yeah, looks good.
And that one
And you
actually
said that was
produced by Sammy at Bull Python.
double het MJ Pied?
Yep. He's available, actually.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh, is that Hidden Wama?
here's an example of when things. Oh, sorry.
What do you got there? Oh, you're on mute. Sorry.
You're muted.
There you go. She's Enchi, Hidden Gene, Woma, Odium. Pretty much, I think she might be Super Odium, and Yellow Belly.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's from that one clutch that you had at the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Odium. Can I see the bleeding of color coming down on the sides there? That's really interesting.
That's
It's
so
almost like
freaking badass.
rich.
And it's been climbing up slowly. Like you can see even on like her back how she's got like the white speckling. It's kind of going through all the way up to the back now. That's
Yeah,
slowly crawling up.
little white scales here and there in the
Yeah.
dorsal pattern and stuff.
Pixelated, like almost actually peach colored.
That
But
is so
she's
cool
like
looking.
army green. We brought her to the showcase, but she was in shed, so she didn't show off all her pretty colors.
So do me a favor and just hold her up to the camera, like start on one side and just run her real slowly across, real close, so we can get kind of the run along close up.
There's your head.
Because her pattern is super unique.
Yeah, you get a lot of that almost spider-esque speckling from that Hidden Gene Woma along in those alien heads. That's cool.
And the odium and everything. The odium is really influencing that middle color line because at the bottom it's white, at the top it's dark, but then in the middle is where you're getting that color bleeding out from the Hidden Gene Woma.
Yeah, and it's it's almost like a peachy color. We have her mom too. Her mom's got the odium and the enchi too.
So, do you see the same consistent color bleed with other enchi Hidden Gene Woma, or do you think it's only with the odium in there?
I think well, I'll show you her mom.
What the?
That's her mom.
That is a badass snake.
Oh, that's fucking wicked.
I've never.
What happened?
That is fucking fire.
She's so she's Enchi, Mojave, Odium.
Aye.
Wow.
The Mojave got a lot more darkening areas to it than the Mustard did.
Yeah.
Dude, all that dark smoky shading like kind of going on is just wild. I mean, it screams Mojave, but it's like I've not seen something with such dark.
That's wicked.
I mean,
even the
shading,
odium
like,
usually doesn't add darkness like that. It usually lightens up the lower half.
Yeah, it almost looks GHI with the circle inside the the alien eye inside the alien head, like kind of thing.
I think Enchi works really well with the Odium.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's wild. I like that.
I like how unique that color palette is of the alien heads.
Mm-hmm.
And then you still get the contrast that differentiates the alien heads from the blushing. But then the flames where they would normally be like red flames coming up, it's just that, like you're saying, that dark charcoal burning up.
Mm-hmm.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of pattern would you want personally to see that look in?
We tried to put her to sunset.
Sunset, that would be interesting.
But she reabsorbed on us. We put her to a black pastel sunset. That's why she's on. Otherwise, if she hadn't reabsorbed, we wouldn't be moving her. But she reabsorbed on us this year.
Can we see the belly? It definitely, it's nothing crazy, but it has that modeled look to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Man, they got the dark walker, they got the white walkers. What else? What are we gonna call this one? The sand walker?
This was one of Kevin picked this one out for us and the pair right before he really started to drop out of ball pythons.
Yeah, that's definitely a cherry pick snake. It looks like.
Yeah. Plus, it was one of the ones that my oldest daughter fell in love with too. Her name is Missy. She's
Misty. Very nice. Hell yes! Thanks for sharing that. I've never seen something that looked that unique before.
Yeah, we're really excited to work with Odium. I think it's gonna look really cool in a lot of different combos.
I think Eric's ready to show us something similar. It looks like.
Yeah. Well, this is no odium. Yeah, well, and this is Mystic, cool. Not Mojave, but just Mystic Enchi. Heck,
All right, we'll pull you up in just a second.
Yeah. That's why whenever you said it, that made it really bright. This animal is not as bright. That is for sure. But definitely cool.
So
Yeah,
Mystic and Enchi there.
Mystic Enchi.
Oh
Yep.
wow, really?
So so that
Yeah,
really
definitely a
that bell
crazy
complex
interaction.
with the Enchi ages like that really
Mhm.
Yeah,
consistent.
the Bell complex works crazy with Enchi. It's it does a lot of this like hieroglyphic type, stuff to it, and
Yeah.
definitely fogs out those alien heads, like we were mentioning earlier.
You know,
And
I'm
and
surprised out of all of the freaking years that not many people have shown off an adult Mojave Enchi or an adult Lesser Enchi. Like, yeah, there's been one or two I've seen
yeah,
before, but it's like, what is that? And they don't tell you.
yeah,
I think it's got to be a maturity thing, Jared, because like
Yeah,
I've seen them as babies, right?
they're just
And
red
like
and
yeah,
gold.
they look cool for sure, but like I've never as well seen like all this stuff that's like just throwing this GHI tone, and like this one too. It has to be the Bell complex with the
Like, I
Enchi.
want to see at this point, I want to see what Mojave and Enchi aging reacts with, like, the highway complex, you know? Like, because
yeah,
highways fade and do the same stuff. So, like, are they going to interact together and really create something contrasting and cool? Like,
Yeah,
as an adult, like, I'm sure there's probably been one made, but like Mojave Enchi Freeway or Mojave Enchi Highway, but like, what does it look like as an adult is what I'm curious now.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Cool snakes.
No, this is I don't know,
Because one
just
thing that we always bred for, we always wanted was, better looking adults, right? And I feel like back in those days, when they saw that transition from the really pretty red and gold babies to that as an adult, they thought like, oh, well, people are gonna hate that because it lost its color and it's not as
right.
good looking. But it's like, man, that looks way better than honestly than it is a baby. Like if it had the reds, then yeah, great. But
That's why we thought that like putting sunset into it might be cool. Ooh.
all right, Eric, what do you got there?
A little leopard action.
Well, we're stacking, right? This is an interesting animal. So this is Enchi red stripe leopard fire. It was sold to me as a pastel, but this I don't think it's pastel.
No, no
But
pastel.
Yeah, that's not
uh,
bad.
Red stripe and leopard is a match made in heaven to begin
yeah,
with, and that
yeah,
Enchi
and then
just kind of
Although
Enchi kind of
although
tore up
that
that fire.
that butterfly head stamp is pretty indicative of a pastel Enchi leopard. When you look at it, you get that really good clover mark or what I call a butterfly head stamp. Yeah, that little head stamp that's pretty indicative of the pastel Enchi leopard. Give or take yellow belly. I've been making that quad for 8 10 years.
the only thing it's missing is the burnouts, the white
Yes,
burn.
correct. I agree with you. So I'm
Yeah,
I'm
it's not blush.
thinking that the red stripe
Enchi red stripe.
is probably pushing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
agree
mean,
with
it's
you
still,
there.
I
The
mean, it's
Enchi
brown,
red
but it's
stripe.
still very intricate, So
Yeah,
nothing
you get
flushes
it's like a
out.
darker tone in a lot of the same blushing, instead of what would be probably brighter and a little bit more grainy
And
with the
don't forget,
pastel.
it has the fire influence of a
Yeah,
head stamp too.
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
So it could definitely be fire.
Yeah, because the fire puts the cross into head stamps. So
yeah.
get
That
red
looks good.
stripe, fire, and Enchi working together there.
Yeah, nice animal.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely. I don't know. I had to have it the second I saw it. So
pretty.
And with the pastel, if it, with it being fire, if it had the pastel, it would be blonde. A firefly.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
With the red
definitely.
stripe especially, you would tell.
Well, I think whenever I was inquiring, we were talking about it before I purchased it. We debated on the pastel too. I mean, it wasn't. I was buying it anyway,
Yeah,
but he was mentioning the butterfly head stamp, like it might be pastel. We were fairly, I don't know. We were both kind of coin flipping it anyway. Um, he hasn't produced any pastel by himself yet. That
how many
so
clutches has he had?
3.
Yeah, then that's no
Oh yeah.
pastel.
Yeah.
So,
How many
yeah.
eggs total?
Uh, I mean, I'd have to look to be sure. I mean,
Roughly,
more than
though. I mean,
14.
just like
I
at
mean,
least
definitely more than
15.
14. I mean, I have I have like 7 still here right over there, and then I have some more in the other room. But
Yeah,
then,
I'd say he
I mean,
proved himself not to be pastel because we know how dominant pastel is in pairings. You would have hit at least 1 out of 3 pairings.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you should have. And if you got luck like mine, I
Well,
mean, 3/4 of all the clutch would have been pastel anyway. So,
well, my problem is I think there's only one pairing that there wasn't pastel on the other side. So,
I'll tell you what, if you hit 3 pairings with no pastel from a male that had pastel, then you wasted all your luck.
I, I don't I don't know. As long as they're pretty, I definitely think I have winners. So that's all
Oh,
I care
they're
about.
all winners if they're pretty, for sure.
Absolutely.
100%.
100%.
Even the brown ones can be pretty.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
making some true ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
I love a classic ball python. Sometimes you just get lost in all the morphs and you're like, damn, that's a really nice normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's hard for me to sell the really dark one or the really bright one or the there's probably something else going on. I just don't know. I don't have space to figure that out. But it's just the
Yeah.
normal. I mean, of course, the het clown's going to make it a little bit brighter. There's some other things that go on there, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes we see some really wicked stuff, and it is just the normal as far as we know. But I don't know. You can only have so much. So,
Yeah.
Talking about appreciating a really nice normal. This girl is not just a normal, she's past triple het, but I
there you
mean,
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you can't
Right.
sell that as a normal, dude.
That's
Come
That
on.
almost looks
That's
hyper.
triple hat.
you could almost call it Enchi because she's triple G stripe monarch clown.
Yeah.
So you get the G stripe influence and the monarch influence, and that makes an Enchi. It makes an Enchi look with a lot of reduction and a lot of smoothing to the colors from the G stripe influence.
Yeah, and you got some crossover on the dorsal going on. Like, yeah, you got so
Yeah,
much
you get some
influence going on there.
crossing
It's
and
not funny.
stuff, but it's not an Enchi,
No.
It's
That's crazy. The eye stripes even fatten at the back of the head like it would.
and
That's wild, bro.
that's from the het G stripe, the het clown.
Wow.
Yeah, I
So
have another.
that double het stack does that.
Yeah, het G stripe and het clown. It makes so the het clown wants to usually throw that bubble on the back of an eye stripe, and
Yeah.
the monarch wants to fatten it up because, like we were saying, het monarchs have a lot of Enchi-ish influence.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
I
what
mean,
you're seeing here is a lot of that Enchi-ish influence
not
stacking
knowing
with
that,
the.
I would have sent a shed on that thing to be tested for Enchi.
This was tested fully panel,
Yeah.
so definitely no Enchi.
Don't blame you there.
Ooh, there's a
Was
leopard.
that your pickup from Southeast, Jared?
One of them, yeah.
Ooh.
Leopard spot nose Enchi.
Nice.
You
Triple
know
het,
what?
TSK Pompeid.
A triple het.
Yeah, triple het. You've seen a lot of influence with the clown, and then I mean, Pida always gets lost with the markers on that belly with that leopard.
That's beautiful, though.
Yeah, it's
Real
nice.
quick, just while I'm on the topic, I know it's a little bit sidetracked. Go ahead.
No, I was listening to you.
I was just saying. I know it's a little sidetracked, but what do you got there, Vinny?
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is an example of where reactions get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is OD Enchi Mojave leopard.
Whoa.
Probably blackhead, possibly yellow belly. It's het
Oh,
clown.
shit.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's a pentastripe.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
It's got 5 stripes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
Wow.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's wicked.
I've
That's a
seen
boy
it.
or
I
a girl?
have it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's just pretty.
Yeah.
I bet you. I mean, does it have hets? You said it had hets, right?
Het clown, yep.
That
Mike
thing
from
in
Herb
visual
Collectors
clown
produced
is going to
this
go nuts, honestly.
Wow.
Is that
I
a
love
boy
the
or a
color.
girl?
It's a boy.
Oh, yeah,
hold
you
on.
can work that around a little bit.
Yeah, it's a female. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. That's a whole project in itself.
Yeah.
I mean, she's good size. Have you contemplated plans for her? What's your thought process? What you want to do with that?
I honestly didn't have any plans. I seen it. I liked it. It was actually on one of the auctions on Wiz and Key's show. So I threw a bid out there. I won it. It came here, and it's been sitting there. I look at it all the time, and I have no idea what.
Hey, real quick, Vin, show off that merch. I like that hat and I like that shirt.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Shout out to Keys.
Angie got the butterfly with the Keys logo.
I had to throw that on top of Key's shirt.
You gotta go.
While you got me blown up, you want me to pull out the piranha?
The piranha?
Yeah,
Do
the
it.
Enchi.
I mean, I can tell you're fretting. You got that big old snake hook in your hand.
Dude, this
While
thing
you're
is,
on the stage,
all
you might
three
as
of them
well.
are nasty. Let's see. I'm definitely getting bit. These are Enchi
Start
fire.
recording now.
What I think to be Kryptons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
go.
pretty.
100%
You
Krypton.
see the head?
Wow, yeah, that's
Turn
pretty.
on the brightness.
Say what you think they are again, just so like.
Yeah, that's Krypton.
Enchi
Yeah.
fire Krypton. Oh shit.
Enchi
They're
fire
chaining down the
Krypton.
neck. So chaining from the back of the chin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Krypton, yeah.
Yeah, that's Krypton.
Unless you got some obnoxious puzzle going on or something.
Well,
Yeah.
it tested negative for puzzle. It tested negative for clown. It tested negative for cryptic.
But that
Yeah.
was the adult. That
Other
was the
one.
babies.
This one's a little lighter.
Vinny, right? Clarify. That was the dad, not the babies.
Correct. The
Yeah.
father
Yeah, I agree
tested
on
negative.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, he bought
Yeah.
the father because it tested negative from a friend and then bred it and had a whole clutch of Kryptons and then the friend was mad.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, they
and you're
weren't
using
mad. They
that
weren't
snake
mad at all.
hook
They were
because
actually
it's
excited.
got that puzzle attitude. You know what I'm saying? You got your own line of
Yeah.
puzzle.
Nah, I'm just kidding. The friends weren't mad.
All my
I would be a
Kryptons
little
are
disappointed
I'd be
though.
mad.
That's awesome, bro.
I'm
I love the
definitely
punch of color, and you get like that lavender look in the saddles.
You really don't
Yeah,
get that
sunglasses.
khaki coloration from the fire because the
He's gonna get bit.
Krypton overpowered.
He's gonna get bit.
They're so mean.
He's coming.
So mean.
Ugh.
Yeah, I agree, Jared. There's like none of that khaki at all. It's like that
Yeah.
canary yellow and like this little subtle lavender gray thing going on. Yeah,
Man,
that's really
beautiful.
nice. Yeah.
And then this one just shed out. This is the meanest of them all. I'm not even gonna
Here we
touch
go.
this one.
Not even gonna touch it.
Taking it off the hook.
That's a weird looking green tree python.
It's so
Yeah.
freaking fired up.
Oh,
There you go.
How are you gonna sell that to anybody? You gotta tame it a little. You gotta
Yeah, just a little.
handle it.
It's so mean. So
In the
mean.
listing, it's gonna say hook trained.
Right, no, listen. Put in a delicate.
I'm
and
just
write
trying to
copper
get
on
him
it.
bit.
Somebody will buy
You know,
it.
Man, I've had a snake
Those
in
are
that position
pretty,
just look
man.
down and bite
That's
my
pretty.
thumb.
Yep.
those are so pretty.
She gonna
But
bite
Those
yeah,
are
out.
beautiful.
piranhas, all three of them. I
Beautiful.
can't even walk near them without getting bit. Look at this thing.
Fucking
See,
beautiful.
There
Though.
you
It's
go.
shaking like crazy.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, it's terrifying. It's just terrifying. It's a big wide world out here. You don't have to be so scared, baby.
That's great.
That's
I'll
funny.
walk into a bar and fight 15 people all at the same time. I'm afraid of a 60-gram snake.
So real quick, I just want to that was a great segment there. So real quick, I want to touch on this again, talking about the normals and the head influences real quick. So if you were to look at this animal from here down, you'd be like, "Oh, that kind of looks Enchi-ish," you know what I'm saying? Reduced, kind of single, fatter, kind of banding. But This one is a double het compared to the last one I showed you, which was a triple het. This one is double het Monarch and Clown. So you get to see how the Monarch het influences kind of reduce and kind of khaki out the color a little bit and kind of fatten things up a little. And that's why I was saying like the het Monarch influences are similar to Enchi stuff. And then with the het G-stripe influence, which if anyone is aware, it likes to clean, it likes to smooth, and it likes to add a brightness to the het G stripes. So when you add that layer of het influence, that's where you go from this reduced animal to the completely Enchi looking reduced triple het that I showed you just prior.
I notice with the het monarchs too, you get like, but you'll start off with more of a normal pattern, and then as you get closer to the tail, it starts.
Yeah. Yep. See,
It-
up
it's
top,
like-
more normal, and then halfway down, it's starting to look all Enchy and everything. You know, you really get it towards the tail, especially. But again, with those eye stripes, you see the Monarch Clown wants to fatten them up, and make them more like a wedge. And then the het G stripe influence kind of adds to that. They all stack together.
Yeah, very very Enchi-esque for sure. And
So
then you
who's
and
ready
then you're
next?
getting that brightening too, right? Enchi will
Throw
tend
me
to
up, Jared.
brighten
I have
animals.
a super
Take it back to the dark
super
side.
Enchi het Monarch, so it's very similar to what you just had.
Oh wow!
Oh, the het Monarch really added
this-
some of that darkness in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It can almost look
on
like
the
those
lower
ball
end,
beams.
yeah.
Well, Monarch does an Enchi like pattern onto him too, though, right? I mean, it fattens everything up.
Yeah, Monarch does
Sometimes.
like to fatten up and clean up.
Yeah.
Which is why the spot nose and the Hurricane Monarch stuff looks really cool, because you get that kind of busyness on the top end of the alien heads, putting the keyholes back in and kind of thinning out that top end of the keyholes, especially with like the Monarch Hurricane stuff. And then Enchi.
I got a Monarch Hurricane het Monarch calico I could show off just to show what it does. But
Oh, calico.
This one is in shed. GHI Enchi red stripe.
Oh, wow.
But it almost looks hypo right now. Well, even whenever she's not in shed, she's got a very blue color to her.
But even aside from that, you're talking now that red stripe and GHI interaction is crazy.
Yeah.
And
no, it's really it's taking the GHI and making solid loops like the red stripe does with them, and keeping those towers pretty tall. And then also, I mean, you can see the GHI kind of breaking through there and putting the graininess inside of it. But it's I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is a best example or anything, but it's pretty freaking cool. I mean, I don't know. I've been staring at it, hoping that she'll grow up a little bit more so I can breed her.
Yeah.
heck yeah.
I don't know, Morph. That may be a blasphemous statement right there. That could be a little bit of
What would you say?
blasphemy. Red stripe GHI almost equals hurricane.
That's tough.
No, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But we'll blast the color towards the tail.
Pretty.
Well, neat looking animal. I'm hoping to I don't know, hoping to hit some hypocons. I got a red stripe.
So the reason why I
hypocon.
thought this is slipping my mind, but when I found out that the lace in GHI was allelic, it's slipping my mind right now why. But there was a reason why I believed that the red stripe acid, like that allelic complex that they're figuring out, I feel like that those are intertwined. I feel like the red stripe acid GHI lace is all one complex.
It might be. This could be an allelic.
This isn't Enchi, but you were saying like Monarch influence, and this is the prettiest snake I ever produced. So I'm gonna throw.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that thing is insane.
So cool. So jealous.
And we do honorable mentions, so this is a great example of that.
And what are we looking at?
That's the
This
Picasso.
is just
looking
Hurricane Calico Het Monarch.
Say it again.
Hurricane Calico Het Monarch.
Wow, that's it. Wow, holy
Mhm.
crap.
That's
That's
cool.
wild
No,
looking.
Calico does weird stuff to a lot of jeans.
No yellow belly in that. It looks very yellow belly.
Looks like it.
Not at all.
Wild. That's a crazy interaction. I wonder what's giving it all that kind of shatter look, you know, with the dark shatter look throughout.
I have a second one. Same jeans. It's Hurricane Calico Het Monarch. Not as crazy as that, but still has like.
Yeah,
Wicked.
yeah. I mean, I can see the relation, but one's on another planet. Like the other
Yeah.
one is
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that one is. Yeah,
like to the moon.
yeah, absolutely.
This one
It's
is
an over
pretty.
the
The
top
other one is
expression.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the orange in the tail. The orange in the tail is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh,
There's almost
I
a
don't
ringer there,
disagree with you.
too.
That's
That's
an
awesome.
amazing animal by itself. And had you not produced the other one, I would have been like, dang, that's like that. How much crazier can it get? I mean, that one looks fantastic, but like, I don't
That
know
looks
what's going on with the other
They're
one. It's just
both,
like
yeah, they both have to be Hurricane
obliterating
Monarchs.
everything.
That other one's just crazy.
You
Yeah.
got a
And
damn good
it came from
Picasso.
that fire.
a lot
Calico,
like Yellow Belly.
It did
which
look like-
Looks a lot like Yellow Belly.
Oh, it came from a fire calico, so it could have fire in the other one.
Yeah.
I don't think so. There's your fire Calico Hurricane.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fire calico for sure. No, that's pastel. That's not fire.
There's no pastel in that.
That's pastel. 100%.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, that's
know.
pastel.
Their heads down.
That's
Look
not
at the head.
fire.
It's pastel.
That's
That's
pastel.
100%.
That's 100% pastel.
I have to find out what has pastel in it because neither one of the
Pastel
packs.
Calico.
That's pastel
Yeah,
calico
not-
hurricane. You can tell
Yeah,
from
probably
the
not
little
fire.
Y
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
back of the neck stripe for the hurricane
No,
and the
Looks
keyholes.
wild. Looks awesome. I mean,
That's a good animal. I
yeah,
like it.
no, it looks awesome.
I'll take it. Even
Yeah, I mean, like if you don't like it,
Yeah.
well, you know.
Yeah, if you don't want it anymore.
We've got
just
3
want
bids
it,
already.
pastel.
How much
I
you
got a
want?
bunch of them. Yeah.
I'm not a pastel hater.
That one's pastel too.
Oh no, not here either. Yeah, that's pastel.
hurricane. That one's got a lot of grittiness in it, like more than a normal pastel hurricane would have. That's
Yeah.
got to be your Het Monarch stuff.
Every one
Really
of them
throwing
is
it.
We got back to Enchi.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I'm trying not to make this another Monarch show, even though
We could.
we could.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's all right. We're getting on to the bangers. So why don't Bill and Kate pull out some of their best animals with Enchi? Because I know they're hiding some stuff over there they want to show off.
Best girl is
In
full
full
shit,
blue.
full blue.
And then everybody else, if you didn't show off your best Enchi animals, get them ready. And then also think about honorable mentions. Really, honestly, honorable mentions is like, your best 5 snakes that you want to showcase you as a breeder. And like all your different project variety and stuff.
This is our Enchi Sunset Fire Extreme Gene Girl.
Damn.
Alright. You gotta cooperate a little bit here, honey. Yeah, baby.
That's a really good looking sunset for that size with the Enchi and fire and everything. Say it again.
So she's Enchi Fire Extreme Gene Sunset.
Extreme Gene. Okay, is that one from Shane?
No.
Steven?
No. I think he was maybe second. Bought him from somebody who got him from Shane, but
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's the only clutch that I remember seeing the Extreme Gene Fire Enchi Sunset stuff was their collaboration.
so
That's a beautiful snake. So what do you want to put into that combo going forward, and what kind of angles are you trying to take with expression?
Ideally, I'd like to get Calico in here and Monarch. I also think Sunset. This would look really nice with Rainbow.
Ooh, yeah, Rainbow would be insane in that.
Yeah,
She's not going to give me it to me with my Rainbow project. She has plans.
maybe in 3 years or so. I don't know.
Oh,
But we have
hold
her
on.
brother. Her brother. Her brother's a little bit more easy to handle, but he's in shed too.
You may
But
have to post up. You may have to make a poll and post up the poll for everybody to vote
the
on.
pairing poll, so like you can save our marriage because we're
In
fighting.
the end, you just make your own decision anyway.
Yeah. But we have her brother. Her brother's been pairing with some monarchs and with your het rainbow girl.
She just reabsorbed on me.
It's been a bad deal with that, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, Darian. What did you say? Something about split?
But yeah, I think Enchi works really, really well in Sunset. I think it helps kind of bring out the pattern a little bit. Everybody talks about Sunset and they talk about the color, which is they say it browns out, and it's definitely a huge color changing morph. But as you can tell, it's also the pattern is just crazy.
You know what I really think would help that combination? Because of the Enchi. If it didn't have the Enchi, I don't think it would do the same thing that I expect because of the combination of just the Enchi and Cypress alone. But I think Cypress in that combination would really create that burning contrast between the pattern and the flames, giving the flames more of the red.
Yeah.
Or like some special. Yeah, that would be really cool. Well,
I think Extreme Gene and Sunset are really nice.
And what's her first season next year?
Next year, probably, yeah.
Nice.
She just got over her 1,000-gram wall.
Yeah, she's been slow to eat, and then Californian field mice are what she likes. So.
Oh, okay. Will Telehit has a comment there for you, Bill.
Yeah.
True Ghost doesn't brown out, says Dennis. Enchi True Ghost is amazing.
Yeah.
We almost got another guest on to show some Enchi True Ghost stuff, but they were too busy. So we're get them on the 2.0 episode. So is anybody ready for the honorable mentions? This is where we allow you to take, some of your best projects, your best productions, and just showcase your favorite things that you've produced this past season.
Okay.
Sounds like who's ready over here? Eric, you're up.
Yeah. Well, I got not my best. You said something about Enchi, right? So
yeah.
This is a Super Enchi Super Orange Dream Pastel Double Het Compound.
So, there you go. Nice. Double super.
Yeah, the Super Enchi Super Orange Dream is like the most high coverage pattern.
Yeah, no, and it doesn't really. I mean, there is speckling, right? But it's not very much. I mean, this animal's incredible. It's got emerald green eyes. Enchi does that anyway, but these ones, because of that bright yellow, it just puts it on fire. And then, here, you told me to get ready, so I'm kind of ready.
All right.
This is Enchi Orange Dream and Hypo.
Orange Dream Enchi Hypo.
Orange Dream Enchi Hypo.
Yeah, and you can really see that hypo on the dorsal, if you can kind of turn it.
Yeah.
The hypo on the dorsal of the Enchi, it gives it that really nice kind of green band just over the center mark.
Yeah.
Right over the spine. It's one of my favorite things about like the Hypo Enchi project is that green.
Yeah, and it's just so bright. I mean, I don't know, it seems like, and it's not me, I think it's more the hypo influence, but the Enchi's definitely turning up that orange stream a little bit. So, pretty neat stuff.
Beautiful.
And then I also have Enchi in some pied stuff. I love orange stream figures. But
Well, you don't have to show off Enchi for honorable mentions.
Oh, we don't have to honorable
You
mentions.
can show off anything. any of your best stuff that you just want to showcase. We don't want to
oh, that's
spend
all
too
right.
much time on the honorable mentions to give everybody enough. So what is that?
Pastel Enchi Orange Dream Pied.
That looks like
What
it
kind
could
of?
be a super.
It's not.
That's pretty though.
Because he's definitely produced non-orange dream, non-Enchi animals. I
Yeah.
mean, pretty
The
neat. And
combination of
then
the pastel melts it all together.
yeah, and then we talked about allelic combos. I told you I pull this one out. So I believe, because he has not proved himself yet, I produced this animal. Cinnamon Enchi Orange Dream Pied.
Ooh.
Now, the reason why I think Enchi is on board is because it does have a little bit more pattern than most. And the eye stripes. A lot of the cinnamon pieds that I've produced don't have eye stripes at all. So I believe this is an interaction. But if you look, everything's edged and just bright orange. Every saddle. And there isn't very many, but they're. And I don't know if that's a cinnamon, because none of my cinnamon pied stuff look that way.
Yeah, with how dark the saddles are, that's the cinnamon taking over the color tone of the saddle, and then
Yeah.
Orange Dream, we know it likes to bleed out from the edge. So
Yeah, it's
I think you're
definitely
right. I think you do have the OD Enchi cinnamon.
yeah.
It's
I
harder to say
I
the
don't.
Enchi than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and
That's
that's
the one
why
that's
I don't
hard
know.
call.
I sold this animal because I didn't want to I couldn't prove it, so I sold it as a cinnamon orange dream pied, and then I bought it back. I just
Oh, okay.
I had to figure it out. So, but
Darian said he's going to be cutting an Orange Dream Bongo puzzle clutch after this episode is done. And where will that be? Instagram. Drop it in the comments. Let everybody know.
Love to see a bongo puzzle. Look at that.
well, here you go. This is an animal that I just produced.
Ooh, that's a
Maybe you
nice
can help
one.
me. Maybe you can help me idea it, right? I believe it is an Enchi Fire, possible pastel, leopard, Krypton.
Yeah. Enchi, Fire, Leopard, Krypton.
Well, it was that the animal I already showed off, the red stripe leopard Enchi Fire, het clown, to a pastel Enchi Krypton.
See, now that snake there, it's off screen, but that snake there has so much blonding in the head and throughout the body. It's leaning more towards that pastel where it hides the blowouts. And I've seen very, very few combinations that include pastel that don't have those white blushings and blowouts. So I want to say it's possible that the pastel is in there, but it's so hard to say for sure, because
If it is, it's a nice
Well,
pastel. It's a
it
really
could
nice
be
one.
a super. I don't. Maybe I said that wrong because it's a pastel Enchi Krypton, so it could be a super Enchi. It could be, but I wouldn't. I just don't expect that reaction there.
I like that head stamp though. It's really cool.
that
No, yeah, it's amazing.
it's
I don't know.
super
I haven't.
chained. It's very
Yeah,
chained, but it still
yeah,
has
definitely.
all the keyholes, and they like to drag out. Um,
Yeah.
Definitely a
Well,
hard
I
call. So say
almost
the
got a spike
genetics you
up for it.
believe it is again.
I believe it is a pastel Enchi leopard red stripe Krypton. And
I
it's
would have to
possible.
agree there. And you would have to put possible super Enchi on that.
Yeah,
I mean, with the
Yeah.
head and the cheeks and
yeah.
the minimized pattern in the top of the head and how chained out it is, I feel like it could be
Yeah.
the super
You
Enchi.
think that leopard and red stripe just kind of broke what super
Cuts
Enchi
through
was
it all.
about?
Yeah, the Krypton
Yeah.
leopard stuff always has an empty back. Leopard Krypton prevents banding over the dorsal. So that right there, even with the super Enchi, I feel like, you do have like a little cross at the bottom down there by your finger by the tail, and you do have a little one up there by the neck, a couple of them up there by the neck, and I don't even think those would be there without a potential super. So I think it's a good chance that it is, but who can really say? Other than Charlie at shed testing, shout out to Charlie at shed testing because he can tell you for sure. Use code Whiskey Bomb 10 for 10% off your shed testing order. Yeah. All right. And we'll be right back. We want you to check in on this epic trailer because they're kicking off a whole new series of these shows, and you definitely need to tune in.
Back, bringing you experts in snakes, geckos, frogs, and spiders, and more of your favorite content creators. This exotic pet conference is free, and it's all online. Emily from Snake Discovery will be delivering our keynote address. You won't want to miss this event. Mark your calendars for September 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern. With 17 sessions across 4 tracks, Epic is the largest, most comprehensive event of its kind. Visit epic.live to see the schedule, our guest list, and more details. See you there.
Shout out to Craig because he's doing an amazing job putting that conference together and the symposium. I call them symposiums just because I'm used to like the old Arboreal Symposium back in the day and stuff like that. But their conference, Exotic Pet Industry Conference, is the new way that we delegate them now. But I love what they're doing. If you didn't catch last year's Epic sessions, they have reposted those on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube. It may be epic.com, but check it out. Check all those great episodes out from last year and tune in for these new ones. Because I got the Epic right here. Nice. It's all over. Here you go. Just pause that and scan it. Screenshot
keeping
that.
the paraphernalia.
Right there.
Got it.
So definitely shout out to Epic and everything that they're doing to expand our industry and
for sure
educate us. Honestly, it's full of education. It's full of speakers who spent decades in this industry getting to the points that they're at. Last year, Keys and Wiz were guest speakers in the Epic conference, so definitely go back and check out that session and all the ones that are surrounding it too, because there's different species that they cover, there's different issues in the industry that they cover, and just a wealth of information and gems that they dropped. So tune in this year if you missed it. I got this girl right here, and she's the last Enchi that we're going to show off, because we're going to let you guys run through some really crazy stuff that you guys are keeping in your collections before we cut this episode. But this is my Calico Orange Dream Enchi Hypo girl, and I can't wait to breed her into some cinnamon yellow belly paint so that we can go for the Campfire Orange Dream Yellow Belly Campfire double het hypo paint.
Nice.
Oh, I do have one more Enchi.
Oh, go for it.
I didn't bring up any of the honorable mentions, but this girl is kind of special because she's Monarch. So she is Enchi, Monarch, Yellow Belly, Fire.
Wow.
Hey! Het pied. Proven through Charlie. Through Charlie.
What?
Oh.
Then why are you making
the
that
audience
project?
can't hear
This
him.
project's all right.
Everybody thinks we're just talking to somebody random. So, yeah. So that there is amazing because, like we were saying earlier, the Enchi and Monarch have a lot of similarities, but when you stack them together, they do kind of stack. They do kind of stack like a super in a way.
Yeah.
Obviously, the color's
Well,
different, but pattern-wise, they really kind of look
yeah.
superish.
I wish I
The
could
only
bring
thing
out
that
the one
the
without
head's the only
fire.
thing that's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the fire probably changing up that with the neck patterning and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could bring. I have the Enchi without fire, but she's deep in shed, and she just started building for me, so I do not want to upset her at all.
There, we don't want you to upset her either, because if she looks that good and you're about to get a clutch from her, good luck.
Well, she locked with my clown double het sunset pied boy.
Ooh.
His first time in with a girl, and she took a liking to him.
So you're going to be going for visual pieds and then testing for, well, visual pied het monarchs and then testing for the other hets out of the
No, he's a
combos.
visual clown.
Oh,
So
he'll be a visual
Oh,
clown.
sunset.
Okay.
You've been talking about the one in deep blue, Havana.
Yeah, Havana. Yeah, Havana. So she's a past het pied. I mean,
Yeah,
she's het pied. Sorry, she was.
So you can get visual pied, het clown, het monarch.
Mhm. And she
Possible.
yellow bella.
Yeah,
That's
that's
possible at sunset. Yeah.
That'll be nice. And then if anything that's not visual pied, we'll have to test for pied if we want to see it there. But yeah, so she's in shed. I'm not bothering her or stressing her out at all because she just started building for me. So I'm not gonna bother her. But this is the thing I like about her is that she does show off that you can change the color palette with Monarch. It doesn't have to be the same, brown and gold. Not that but like you can really bring out some really nice golds
yeah.
and lighter tones. I know a lot of people really like to put the dark stuff into it, but she
And
is highlighter yellow.
my first impression of that when you first pulled it out was like if you took the Starburst Lavender Albino combo, Blackhead Leopard, Enchi Lavender Albino, and you stripped away just like a layer of the albino, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's what would be left almost.
Almost, yeah. You definitely see that. Oh yeah, I'm excited. She's
really pretty.
She'll be hopefully going for us next year. Again,
I feel like. What were the codoms that you were potentially getting mixed in there?
Enchi, Yellow Belly, Fire.
And then when you breed her into the pairing, there's no other codoms.
With her, I have a chocolate pastel puzzle, het puzzle, het monarch boy that I want to put to her.
Oh, het puzzle and het monarch, damn.
Mm-hmm. I want to try it. When
chocolate puzzles are amazing, and I think that I don't think it's gonna totally change the color of that snake. I think it's just gonna add to the richness and the contrast and the meltiness of the pattern potentially. That'll really pretty to see for sure.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I hope so. I like Enchi puzzles. They feel cool too. So.
Yeah, Enchi puzzles are amazing. They kind of get a little bit more Krypton looking.
They do.
But, they're still really cool. Yeah. Will, did you have any honorable mentions that you want to show off?
Yeah, I got a few right here.
All right, we'll go through your honorable mentions, and then we want Jim to show off a couple of his animals.
Okay, let's see if I can show you guys. So this is my Super Pastel Super Banana Pinstripe.
Oh yeah, when you turn the dorsal towards the camera, it picks it up. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can.
The Super Pastel added a lot of contrast in the yellow. Like it brightened the yellows.
Oh yeah. And this is just part of my codon stacking and stuff like that. So yeah. I have some of those going on. Here's one of my main projects. So this is a Jollof Exantic Pistavi.
Nice.
Jollof. You don't see that a lot.
Yeah, that's been lost to the trenches for the most part.
Not anymore. It's one of my main works.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
So very nice there.
And
And
honestly, we talk about pattern influences of different mutations. We know that the xanthics are different. They're different mutations completely. So pattern influences of the different xanthics, I feel like there's such small differences. Are they polygenics? Very possible. But that Jolliffe xanthic has always rounded pattern off so much more. And do you think it has the tiger in it, or?
I actually have some tiger I can show you. That
Okay.
one does not have tiger in the pairing. I have this guy.
That Mojave floats really good in it, though. It looks crazy.
So here's my hypo tiger het VPI.
Nice.
You can see all the
And that's
saddling
just
on
the
it.
single gene tiger?
Yeah, this is just single gene tiger.
Nice. Tiger was one of the mutations that I was a little sad that it kind of got lost, because it's like the KRG and the Enchi, and it's just like you can do something with it. So.
Oh yeah. Well, and then, oops, snakes going everywhere. Then I have these guys that I made, which this right here is a albino het Jolliffe xanthic tiger.
Oh yeah, I remember the old Jolliffe snows. The first ever snowball python was the Jolliffe snow, and then the VPI snow came after that.
And then for my last one to show, it's right here.
Now, question for you, Will. With the Jolliffe line, are you going to be taking a more color route because the Jolliffe allows more color bleeding through the visuals?
Oh, you better believe it.
Nice.
Oh, you better believe it. This is a super tiger Jolliffe snow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean by you still get that color bleed even in the snow.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting because, I mean, your typical snow is going to be a gray.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a little bit more yellow.
The reason why Jolliffe xanthic was so let go of by many breeders was because it maintains the most color out of all xanthics.
Instead of going gray and silver.
Yeah, but if you take that and you work it into a strength, you can really take this direction a whole different level, and that's where Will's going with it, I think.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'm doing True Ghost and I'm doing snow projects with Jolliffe and with Tiger.
Yeah, I love that tiger stuff.
So, that's it. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm ready. We talked about one girl that was interesting in that I ended up having her tested. I did a panel test on her because the pairing was crazy to begin with, but this is one of those girls. So you see that head. So this girl was tested out. This is a spot nose, red stripe, chocolate. Proved, which was a surprise, was Enchi, and she is hypo desert ghost and het clown. So just, I mean, I look at all the things that we've been looking at this whole program with a lot of the dorsal crossing. I mean, there's some hints of Enchi now that I know that she's Enchi, but I mean,
wouldn't sit there and go, yeah, that's Enchi.
Yeah, initial look, you would look at her and go like, I wouldn't necessarily guess that. And Mom was the same way. Mom was bought as a pastel chocolate hypo, het desert ghost, and actually, well, that's where the Enchi came from. But
that's nice. I cut out. My phone died. What were the genetics again?
So this is a chocolate spot nose, red stripe, Enchi Hypo DG.
Yeah. And I
Think
know
that,
you were saying that's like a good example of one of those mutation combos that it's harder to see the Enchi in.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that chocolate and red stripe kind of muted Enchi.
Yeah, because chocolate and red stripe's gonna give you some similar patterns and stuff. I would even be confused. I'd be like, I don't know.
I would have never said Enchi.
I was 100% the same way. I sent them out to be tested because there was so much in the mix, and I just did a massive panel on it, and some of the babies came back like negative for what I thought they were, but then they came back Enchi, and I'm like, well, there's no Enchi in the pairing. Like, I don't understand. And and then the adults don't look like it either. So, and then I just got to bring a little adder back into the mix for you guys, a little bit more Enchi. So Enchi, adder,
Oh yeah,
pet
Nice.
clown.
that's the one I want, Jim.
Yes,
Oh, I
sir.
like
I
that.
remember you saying that. And adder gives you these bubbles on the eye stripes right in the back, kind of similar to what GHI will do sometimes in certain pairings, but pretty consistent with a lot of combos with adder in the mix. But also thinning out the eye stripes if you see that.
Yeah, the
So
adder is thinning them out, right?
yeah, adder
Yep.
just kind of taking charge of those eye stripes there. But yeah, just really a lot of fighting going on between these two genes. Adder, the Enchi wanting to cross over, Adder wanting to do that dorsal striping. Um, just like really cool.
That's a really good looking animal.
Yeah.
Does the adder make it darker?
Uh, Adder is an extremely dark animal in most combos. I'm kind of surprised by this that there is that much color still coming through along the bottoms and stuff with just these two genetics at play. Um, Typically, the adder stuff is crazy dark. If this was an adder session, I would pull out the adder bang, and everybody would expect the bang to be screaming orange, and it is mostly adder taking over and just it being really dark.
I'm gonna have to get me some adder.
So this is pretty surprising with the color profile as well as
Yeah,
It's very
all the
pretty, though.
fighting going on.
Yeah, the adder almost normalizes the khaki of the Enchi.
Man,
yep,
that's so cool
yep. But
looking.
Enchi's winning right at the belly, just pulling that color up.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Speaking of tiger, that looks like tiger stripes.
Did
Right?
you list that one, Joe?
Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought of that one before. Yeah.
Did
Oh,
you list that one?
I think so. I'm not sure. I was just stacking meals on them, getting some good size on a lot of the adder stuff before I put it up. I'm sure she'll be, if she's not up, she'll be going up shortly.
Yeah, I thought I saw you post her recently.
I'm gonna keep an eye out.
Sorry, I had one running away. But yeah, that's the two I grabbed. Just really quick and dirty.
Heck yeah, awesome animals. Definitely two amazing ones to grab to show off for the episode. We appreciate that.
Yeah, sure enough.
All right,
Yeah,
everybody.
I got a couple left if you want. If not, I can. It's okay.
All right, go for it. This is
Yeah.
your last chance.
No problem. This is a pinstripe Wookiee pied.
Ooh,
Oh wow!
I
interesting.
mean, we're super excited to have this animal.
Oh wow! You
I mean,
got
it's
freckling on
got the
there.
dark, but it's also got the flaming. So
Yeah, Wookiee really made it nice.
yeah. So I mean, not too many people, or I haven't seen it too much in pied. I got this off of Wide River Reptiles, so I think they still have a
Nice.
couple of animals left in the clutch. Not all of them have pinstripe in it, but I don't know. It's pretty neat looking
That's
animal.
wicked.
And then
I haven't seen many Wookiee pieds.
I'm super excited for this right here.
Whoa! Whoa!
This is a cinnamon hurricane double het hypopide.
Ooh,
So I'm excited to have this animal.
Let me see the head
pretty-
on that.
That thing is nuts.
Thin eye stripes, nice little T at the neck.
I wonder.
I mean, the alien heads just glow. I mean, the hurricane's just, you know, it's fighting with cinnamon just the right way.
Yeah.
I know
That's
we
got
mentioned
something
cinnamon
else in
earlier.
there.
I mean, maybe. To my knowledge, it was a pastel hurricane het
Yeah, it
hypo
was looking pastel to me.
to a pastel cinnamon pied. So
See, it's a problem though with my brain though, because pastel cinnamon is a pewter, but that
Yeah.
definitely looks very pastel. It looks very
Yeah.
hurricane.
It does.
It's very
But
weird.
the pewter animals are all gray. You know, I mean, they're not.
Yeah,
They don't
that
get
thing
this
is
kind of
wicked
contrast.
cool.
This is a really like phenomenal animal.
From
Yeah,
what
and
you,
it's
what-
tough
from
with
what,
that cinnamon too, because cinnamon likes to do the double eye alien heads all the time, but then
Yeah,
you bring the hooking back from the hurricane, and that could be blowing that out. Like,
yeah,
and then you got more yellow than you would
busy.
expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
is there suspected Enchi in that?
No, unless it's in that pied. I suspected Russo in that pied, but then again, cinnamon does crazy stuff in pieds. That was the first clutch out of that pied that I did that was not visual, visual pied to visual pied.
Yeah,
So
the only thing that I could think is if it was a pastel with the ALS, because the ALS would eliminate the blushing of the
yeah,
pastel. So if you had like the Enchi Cinnamon Hurricane Pastel,
yeah,
that could
there could be,
be a
but
phenotype look.
those eye stripes look really thin. I mean, and I don't,
That's the
I haven't,
Hurricane, yeah.
yeah, and that's, I mean, this 100% hurricane animal, but
Yeah,
I don't.
definitely.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna breed it. Hopefully, I'll find out. I mean, I didn't panel test. We just tested for hypo, and it's double het. So, I mean,
Nice.
It
super cool
almost looks
female growing
OD
up.
pastel hurricane.
Yeah, yeah. There's well, I don't know that. I questioned that hurricane male, which I don't have him anymore, but of being OD because he was super bright too. But he was
Yeah.
also pastel,
You're
so
gonna be
like
producing some weird stuff out of that, and you're
Yeah.
gonna be
I
like,
hope so.
"What is this?" And we're
Good
all
luck.
gonna be
I
impressed.
hope I break all the tests. But then I know I said two, but this animal is going to be a breeder for me here real soon.
Nice.
Invest in
So this
some
is
panel tests.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
definitely. Well, I have like 100, close to 100 sheds over here that I just have to send in. I mean,
Well,
I
Charlie does
you
those
know,
panel tests now too. So
Yes, he does.
but yeah, black pastel, cypress, orange dream clown.
Oh
He's
man.
gonna do some work, make some cool hets. I got a lot of desert ghost stuff. So I
That's
mean,
a good combo there.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, this would be a good one. So, no, I bought this animal because I had to have it, and then you guys had the Cypress episode, and you're mentioning like this was the animal to have, and I'm like, shit, I got that over there already. So, I was super happy, like super stoked, like Ozzy said it, I'm good.
Yeah.
but
Oh
but yeah, I
yeah.
know,
Good
cool
good
deal with the
honorable
animal.
mentions there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. All right, I can be done.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you guys.
thank you everybody who came out to watch the live with us, and everybody that's catching the replay. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment your favorite combo of the episode, comment a morph that you want to see featured on a future episode, and drop those whiskey bombs in the chat for the network that puts it all together for you guys and brings this content to you every week and every day. If you aren't aware, subscribe and become a member to the channel for exclusive daily content. You'll never miss an episode. You will find a favorite show, and yeah, we'll be seeing you every single week on one of these shows and one of these chats. But next week, tune in for the Hognose mutation episode with JMG Reptiles, and we'll see
That's
you
gonna be
then.
good.
Very
It's
good
gonna
one.
be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you everybody. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you guys. Always a pleasure to be on.
Yeah, thank you.
Go harder than Python. Oops, wrong Python. Thanks for the shirt, by the way. That was awesome.